I love industrial farmhouse look, and that's what I actually have my house decorated with for the most part. And so I have a collection of these pulleys, just a couple of them. But this one here on the right is actually made with Dollar Tree items. You will need one of these wooden circles, and they're pretty thick. It's about a 1 inch thick circle of wood, solid wood, and this is what we're going to use as the round wheel in this piece. You need to drill a 1/2 inch hole in the center of the wood circle, and then I painted it and roughed it up a little bit to make it look like it was old. You'll need 2 packages of the Cyclone flyer, and we're going to use the 2 of the largest pieces. And I spray painted those with a flat black spray paint. Then you'll need a glue gun to glue a piece to each side, and you'll see there's a piece on one side of it it extends out, and that's the piece that you want to glue down inside the hole. I used one of the plastic hangers from Dollar Tree, and they did come in black, which saved some painting. So what you'll need to do is I took the hacksaw, and right where that weird little jagged corner is, I did score that with the hacksaw. You don't have to go all the way through. If you get a good scoring mark on it, it will snap and break off. And then I took the piece across from it where it would be even and did the same thing. So you end up with a piece that looks like this. And you will need 2 of them, so do the same thing on the other end of that same hanger. Then I took that same drill bit that we used to drill the hole into the wood circle and cut a hole or drilled a hole into each one of these black pieces from the hanger. We then need to glue the end of those pieces that we just cut onto the wood circle, and it does take a bit of hot glue, and you could even try the E6000, but the hot glue held up well enough for me, but it did take quite a bit. And that's okay if it shows, because you can take a black permanent marker and actually color that glue and it doesn't really show up. Then you have a complete pulley, and you can leave it just like that and decorate as you wish with it. But I saw this lamp and I fell in love with it, but it was a lot of money. So I added to the pulley that I made and made a version of that lamp. If you want to go a little bit further and create this style of lamp, you will need 2 of these black metal pencil holder cups that Dollar Tree has. And then using an 1/8 inch drill bit, drill a hole in the center of the bottom of each cup. Also going to need some kind of wire, so I used the headphones from Dollar Tree and cut off the headphone end and the end with the jack in it. I wanted this one because it came with a really long wire, but you could also use like a phone charger or anything like that. Like I said, this one was I think 48 inches long, so it gave me a length because I want to hang this from the ceiling. Now you've got one long piece of wire, and you want to run one end of that through the top to the inside of one of the cups. And then you're going to knot that end, and I did reinforce that with hot glue so it does not come untied. So that knot is going to support that shade, and you'll do the same thing with the other end. You'll need 2 of these push lights if you want this to be a working lamp. And there is a sticky piece on the back. I just left the paper on it. It was too hard to peel off all the stickies, so I just took a black magic marker and colored the white part, and then flipped the light over and colored the white part of that light as well so it doesn't show up. I then took those tap lights and I kind of just forced them up in there. I didn't want to glue them because if the battery dies, I didn't want to have to go through trying to get everything back out. So it is just kind of forced up in there. It does sit up in there nicely. It takes a little bit of a balancing act to get it in there pretty even, but it is able to be taken out pretty easily to change a battery. So now you got this long wire with a cup on each end. You're going to take a wire and put it between these 2 black hanger parts and then let it drape over the wooden circle, and you can adjust the lengths. I found that the little microphone kind of was like a good spot, so I used that as the gluing point and let the rest of it hang down. Please hit the thumbs up if you liked this craft, and if you are subscribed, welcome back. And if you are not and you are interested in doing so, please subscribe and hit the bell for notifications of new videos.